What's up, guys? My name's Curtis, and welcome to 5-Minute Finance, where I take personal finance topics and explain them to you in 5 minutes or less. I used to hate the idea of budgeting. I thought that creating a budget was only for people that didn't know what they were doing with their money. But I eventually realized that creating a budget and sticking to it would help me dramatically improve my financial situation. I know that for some people, budgets are not fun to make, and they can often cause internal arguments with yourself or arguments with your significant other. But believe me when I say that creating a budget can be one of the most powerful wealth building tools. So here's 5 reasons why I think everybody should create a budget and stick to it. Reason number 1 is it is a proactive, not a reactive approach to personal finance. What I mean by this is instead of just buying things that you need or want without knowing how much you plan to spend on them each month, you're telling your money exactly what it will be used for and how much you plan to spend on each category in a given time period. This really helps you avoid spending money on things that you probably don't need or things you weren't originally planning to spend money on. Reason number 2 is that it helps you visualize potentially bad spending habits. I'd say this is probably the main reason that people don't like doing budgets, but in all honesty, it's the number 1 reason everyone should be doing a budget. We live in a society that pushes consumerism so much that it's never been easier to overspend on things that we definitely don't need. Creating a budget and evaluating your everyday spending can really shed light on poor financial habits. You may be spending hundreds of dollars each month on things that you could easily cut back on or just completely go without. Things like dining out or food delivery, online shopping, overpriced Starbucks coffee can all eat up a large portion of your income if you're not careful. Creating a budget forces you to evaluate each purchase and kind of ask yourself whether or not it's worth it to you. Reason number 3 is a budget can help prevent you from going further into debt. Credit cards have made it way too easy and kind of normal for people to go deeper into debt for things that they want when maybe they can't actually afford it. Creating a budget ensures that you will live below your means and not spend more money than you're actually making. Reason number 4 is it forces you to actually assess your financial situation as well as look long term. Too many people are unwilling to take a thorough look at their financial situation simply because they don't think it really matters all that much. Creating a budget forces you to actually take a comprehensive look at how you're dealing with all the money that's coming into your life. It also helps you set yourself up better for the future. The larger you can make that gap between income and expenses, the more money you can save and the earlier you'll be able to reach financial independence. And reason number 5 is kind of my favorite. It allows you to enjoy your money more. Let's face it, money is one of the largest causes of stress for people. When you create a budget and you allocate a certain amount of money to be spent on things, you'll feel a lot more comfortable when you actually go and purchase these items. You won't be thinking, do I have enough money for this? Instead, you'll be thinking, I can absolutely afford this because I planned ahead of time and it fits within my budget. You'll feel a lot more comfortable buying things and you won't be questioning whether or not you can afford it because you've already budgeted for it. And if you didn't budget for it ahead of time, there's a pretty decent chance that you don't really need that item. And if you truly want it, you can always just put it into next month's budget. Also, although it sounds kind of weird, stopping yourself from buying something that you don't actually need actually feels pretty good long term when you look in your bank account and realize that you're in a better financial situation because of it. So again, my 5 reasons for why you need a budget are: number 1, it's a proactive approach to personal finance. Number 2, it helps paint a picture of potentially bad spending habits. Number 3, it can absolutely help prevent you from going further into debt. Reason number 4 is it forces you to look at your overall financial picture and look long term. And number 5, it allows you to enjoy your money more and enjoy the purchases you make. Now, there are plenty of different types of budgets out there, and there's really no one-size-fits-all type of budget. You may have to experience with a couple different types of budget until you find one that works for you. But I strongly encourage everybody, regardless of income, to create a budget and stick to it as best you can. If you guys enjoyed the video, could help me out and give me a thumbs up, it'd be really appreciated. And if you're new around here and want to see more videos like this, consider subscribing.